Liam Payne's funeral was a deeply emotional event, drawing a large gathering of close family, friends, former colleagues, and fans. It was held in a private venue, decorated with simple yet elegant arrangements of white lilies and roses, symbolizing peace and remembrance. The ambience was quiet and reflective, with soft music playing in the background, a selection of some of Liam's own songs and meaningful tracks that held special significance for him and those who loved him. The ceremony began with a heartfelt eulogy by Liam's mother, who spoke about his journey from a young, ambitious boy to a beloved global icon. She shared personal anecdotes that highlighted his kindness, humor, and resilience, painting a picture of the Liam she knew beyond the spotlight. His sister also shared a few words, recalling moments from their childhood and the bond they shared, bringing many in the audience to tears. Each of his former One Direction bandmates, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, took turns sharing their own memories. They spoke about the countless hours they spent together, from world tours to late-night conversations, expressing how much Liam meant to them as a brother and friend. Their speeches were both poignant and celebratory, honoring not just his talent, but the person he was behind the fame. Several of Liam's friends from the music industry, like Ed Sheeran and Shawn Mendes, also paid tribute, recalling his support, encouragement, and genuine warmth. They highlighted how Liam's presence brightened their lives, his words often encouraging them during their own struggles. Ed Sheeran especially was emotional as he spoke, sharing how Liam's friendship had been a true gift. A few fans, chosen by Liam's family, were invited to attend as representatives of his fan base. These fans shared messages of how Liam's music and openness had inspired them through their own personal challenges. Their presence was a testament to the deep and lasting connection Liam had built with his supporters. The service concluded with a slideshow of Liam's life, images from his childhood, early days in One Direction, moments from his solo career, and personal moments with family and friends. The ceremony ended with a final song that held special meaning to Liam, and guests were invited to light candles in his memory. After the ceremony, Liam's family invited attendees to a small reception where they could gather, share memories, and comfort each other. Though filled with sorrow, the event was a beautiful tribute to Liam Payne's life, his achievements, and a legacy of love and kindness he left behind. Friends and fellow celebrities arrived to pay tribute, each one carrying their own memories of Liam. His One Direction bandmates, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, Zayn Malik, and Harry Styles, were one of the first to arrive. As they entered the venue, they carried with them not only grief but a shared history that went beyond the spotlight, beyond the stages they'd once dominated together. The years they spent side by side, transitioning from young boys with a dream to global superstars, had created an unbreakable bond. It was a brotherhood, marked by highs and lows that only they could fully understand. Niall Horan, dressed in a simple black suit, walked in first, his usual cheerful demeanor subdued. He had always been known as the optimist of the group, the one who brought laughter and positivity wherever he went. But today his face was a mask of sorrow, his eyes reflecting the depth of his loss. He and Liam had shared many moments of laughter over the years, especially during their early days in One Direction, when they were just starting out, navigating fame with youthful excitement and endless ambition. They'd been each other's support through countless tours, late nights, and shared dreams. Louis Tomlinson followed close behind, visibly shaken. His relationship with Liam had always been one of mutual respect, with both men sharing a determination to push their bandmates and themselves toward greatness. Louis had leaned on Liam during some of his own struggles, and Liam had always been there, steady, strong, and supportive. Liam's reliability was a quality that Louis had admired deeply. He knew that no matter what, Liam would always be there to back him up. But today, standing at Liam's funeral, Louis looked as though he were holding up the weight of his grief with every step. Harry Styles arrived next, his usually confident stride slowed by the somber occasion. Dressed in a tailored black suit, he walked with his head bowed, his trademark charisma replaced with a quiet reverence. He had shared a unique connection with Liam, one that went beyond their time as bandmates. The two had bonded over their mutual love for music and their shared understanding of the pressures that fame had brought. Harry's friendship with Liam had always been a source of stability, a connection rooted in mutual respect and deep loyalty. Today he looked visibly heartbroken, his usual sparkle replaced by a reflective sorrow, as he took in the gravity of the day. Lastly, Zayn Malik, whose own journey had diverged from the group years ago, entered the venue. His arrival carried a particular poignancy, as he and Liam had been close even after Zayn's departure from the band. Despite the differences and challenges of their past, Liam and Zayn had always remained connected. Zayn's presence at the service was a testament to the enduring respect he felt for his former bandmate. Dressed in a dark suit, Zayn's expression was unreadable, yet his body language spoke volumes. His head was slightly bowed, hands clenched, as if bracing himself for the emotional journey ahead. For Zayn, being here was an acknowledgement of the irreplaceable bond they had once shared, and of the countless memories that now carried an added layer of sorrow. Together, the four men were not only Liam's former bandmates, but a family brought together by fate, ambition, and the journey they shared. Today, they stood united in grief, each one bearing the weight of a friendship that had been cut far too short. They entered the venue, pausing briefly to console one another, sharing tearful embraces as they prepared to bid farewell to the friend who had stood beside them through the roller coaster of fame and life. Their presence together on this day served as a powerful reminder of the connection they would forever hold, not only with Liam but with each other, a bond forged in shared experiences, unforgettable memories, and now a profound loss that they would carry with them always. Other celebrities who had crossed paths with Liam over the years came to pay their respects, a testament to the widespread impact he had on those around him. Close friends like Ed Sheeran, who worked with Liam in the early days of his solo career, arrived with a solemn expression. Ed had often spoken fondly of his friendship with Liam, recalling late-night studio sessions filled with creativity, laughter, and mutual admiration. The two had connected on a level beyond music, bonding over shared experiences in the industry and a genuine understanding of one another's struggles. Ed's presence was a quiet but powerful reminder of Liam's influence in his life, a friendship that had brought comfort and inspiration to both of them. Taylor Swift was also in attendance, her connection with Liam stemming from their mutual journey through fame and the ups and downs that came with it. Though they had never been as closely linked as he was with his former bandmates, their friendship held a special resonance. Taylor, like Liam, understood the pressures of stardom from an early age, and the two had always shared a mutual respect and empathy for each other's journeys. She had often praised his resilience and kindness, qualities that she said had made him stand out in an industry often known for its superficiality. As Taylor entered the venue, she looked visibly emotional, her presence a testament to the quiet but meaningful bond they had shared. As friends, collaborators, and admirers gathered, it became clear that Liam's reach extended far beyond the music industry. His charisma and compassion had left a mark on many, from actors and musicians to fans who admired his authenticity. Liam had a way of making everyone he met feel valued and understood, no matter how brief their time together might have been. He had an innate ability to connect with others on a personal level, making them feel as though they mattered, that their presence was acknowledged and appreciated. This quality had brought people from all walks of life to his funeral, each carrying their own memories and appreciation for the person he had been. Musicians, actors, and industry insiders who had crossed paths with Liam over the years also attended, reflecting on his undeniable warmth and openness. Singer Shawn Mendes, who had shared stages and moments of camaraderie with Liam, arrived with a somber expression. He had often described Liam as a mentor and friend, someone who welcomed him with open arms when he was first navigating his own rise to fame. Shawn had looked up to Liam not just as a fellow musician, but as someone who genuinely cared about others. For Shawn, Liam's loss was not only a personal one, but a reminder of how fleeting life could be, even for someone who had given so much of himself to the world. Actress and activist Selena Gomez, who had met Liam at various events and shared a connection with him through their mutual friends, was also among those who attended. Known for her own compassionate nature, Selena had found in Liam a kindred spirit. They had bonded over their shared values, especially when it came to mental health advocacy. Liam's openness about his own struggles had inspired Selena, as well as countless others, to be more vocal about their own challenges. At the service, she looked reflective, honoring the friend who had encouraged her to embrace her own journey and who had been a source of quiet strength. As they gathered, many spoke quietly among themselves, sharing memories and comforting one another. Liam's presence was felt everywhere, in the stories they told, in the emotions they shared, and in the way his legacy had brought together people from so many different circles. His fans, who had followed his journey from the beginning, were represented as well, as a few had been invited to honor his memory in person. These fans had grown up with him, following his every milestone and supporting him through his struggles and triumphs. For them, Liam had been more than a celebrity. He was someone who had brought light and joy into their lives, a friend who had never known them personally, but who had touched their lives profoundly. In this gathering, it was clear that Liam had left behind not only a legacy of music, but one of kindness, empathy, and unwavering loyalty. He had been a friend, a mentor, a role model, and an inspiration to so many. As those who had known him best gathered to say their final goodbyes, the atmosphere was one of deep respect and profound sorrow, yet also of gratitude for the memories and the moments they had shared with him. Liam's ability to connect with people on such a genuine level was rare, and those who attended knew that they were saying farewell to not just a musician, but a truly remarkable human being. Liam's family had arranged a simple yet deeply personal service. The chapel was filled with flowers, a mixture of white lilies and roses, symbolizing peace and remembrance. A large photo of Liam, smiling warmly, stood at the front of the room, capturing the joyful spirit that defined him. Liam's parents, sisters, and other close family members sat in the front row, visibly emotional but surrounded by an outpouring of love and support from everyone in attendance. The service began with a moving eulogy from Liam's former bandmate, Niall Horan, who spoke of the countless memories they shared and the kindness Liam showed to everyone he met. Liam had a heart that could fill a room. He was always there for us, through thick and thin. We started this crazy journey together, and I don't think any of us could have done it without him. He was our anchor, our friend, and honestly, one of the bravest people I've ever met. Niall's words brought the room to tears as he recalled the laughter, the struggles, and the beautiful moments they all shared on their journey from boys to men. Following Niall, other speakers took the stage, each sharing personal stories that showcased Liam's warmth, his sense of humor, and his unwavering dedication to those he loved. Liam was more than a musician. He was a friend who cared deeply for others. We had our moments, our silly times, and our deep conversations. The world has lost a beautiful soul, but I know his light will continue to shine in our hearts. As a tribute to Liam's love for music, a heartfelt performance followed the speeches. Harry Styles took to the stage, singing a stripped-down version of Sign of the Times, a song they'd once performed together. His voice echoed through the chapel, each note filled with pain, love, and remembrance. It was a moment of silence, reflection, and connection, as the song brought memories of Liam flooding back for everyone present. The music was a reminder of Liam's enduring legacy, the beauty of his talent, and the joy he brought to millions. Following the musical tribute, friends and family were invited to share their own personal stories. Liam's mother spoke of the pride she felt watching her son grow, from a young boy with big dreams to an international icon who never forgot his roots. He was our boy. No matter how big the stages got or how far away he was, Liam always stayed connected to his family, his friends, and his home. He was kind, loving, and he always reminded us to look after each other. I will miss him with every beat of my heart, but I know he's watching over us. As the service drew to a close, attendees were invited to say their final goodbyes. The atmosphere was heavy with emotion as friends and family approached Liam's casket, each one saying their silent farewell, leaving a single white rose as a symbol of their love and respect. Outside, the crowd gathered for one last show of unity and support. A few close friends and family members carried the casket to the hearse, their expressions reflecting the weight of the loss and the beauty of a life so cherished. Outside the chapel, fans had gathered in a respectful crowd, holding signs, photos, and flowers in tribute to the man who had been part of their lives for so long. For many, Liam was more than a pop star. He was a source of inspiration, strength, and comfort. He helped me through so much with his music. Liam's songs were always there when I needed them most. I can't believe he's gone. Fans shared their memories, singing his songs together and lighting candles in his memory. Their presence underscored the profound impact Liam had on people he'd never met, but had inspired nonetheless. Liam Payne's legacy will live on through the music he created, the friendships he forged, and the lives he touched. Though the world has lost a remarkable talent and a truly kind soul, his memory will endure in the hearts of those who loved him and the millions he inspired. As we say goodbye, we honor not just a musician, but a man who gave so much of himself to the world.